Welcome to the new edition of the Duells Test Drive Evansville. Every month we're going to highlight a local charity, raise funds for that charity, and test drive one of our exciting vehicles. This month we have Melanie Atwood from Gilda's Club of Evansville. Welcome, Melanie.
Thank you. So glad to be here.
Tell us a little bit about Gilda's Club.
Gilda's Club Evansville is here for anyone that's impacted by cancer, whether they're the person with cancer or a family member or friend. We serve those that are newly diagnosed, managing a recurrence, working through the loss of a loved one, and celebrating long-term survivorship, as well as their family and friends. So we're here all along the journey for them so that no one faces cancer alone.
That's great. We know the wonderful things you do for the community. So what we want to do this month is start the donations flowing. So Duells Automotive Group is going to donate $500 to Gilda's Club.
Thank you.
So are you ready to take a test drive?
I'm ready to take a test drive. Let's go.
So Melanie, I am so glad you're here and you get to test drive the Telluride. It's wonderful to have this full-size SUV in our lineup at Kia. It'll hold up to 7 to 8 people, depending upon the package that you get, whether you want the captain's seats in the middle or you want the bench seats so you can have more people in here. Great leg room. The third row seat actually reclines so that it's much more comfortable. But there's tons of space for gear, family, friends, everything. One of the things that I love about the Telluride and the new vehicles coming out is all the safety features on them. The smart cruise control, if you've ever used one of those, maintains a distance from the vehicle in front of you.
That's awesome.
Lane departure warnings and radar for blind spot detection is wonderful. And a great one is that rear occupant alert system. So if you get out of your vehicle and there's still movement in your back seat, dogs, children, exactly,
Oh,
you will be alerted.
Boy, they were smart in building that in.
I know, it's wonderful.
Oh my
wonderful.
goodness, finally.
Yep. So it senses, it alerts, it helps stop accidents. So it
all around the ride you need.
Exactly. So let's talk a little bit about Gilda's Club. Who exactly is Gilda's Club for?
When cancer impacts, it impacts the whole family. Randy and Ann Moore were our founders for the local Gilda's Club Evansville, and Randy often says the first place that cancer metastasizes to is to the family. And sadly, it's true. It impacts everybody. Caregivers do so much for their loved one and too often don't take care of themselves. And so we serve both the person with the diagnosis and their family and friends. We have things like support groups, one-on-ones, we have mentors, we have social functions, Tai Chi, all different kinds of things that meet people at their point of need. And the whole purpose is to strengthen community and their sense of support, to reduce the stress and the depression and increase those coping skills so that they're able to have those honest communications with each other and not bury those feelings, because we know when we do that, you know, it causes all kinds of other issues. And so it's really good to have a place like Gilda's, locally locally funded, 100% locally funded, thanks to, and people like you and Doug. We're here to serve those in our community that are impacted by cancer.
I'm so glad Gilda's Club is here.
Oh, thank you. It's through the generosity of people, both in volunteer hours and funding, that we're here and we're still here. We work hand in hand with the medical community. Just like you said, they handle all the medical side of it. We walk side by side with both the physicians and the nurse navigators and their families to really bring about that total comprehensive support. We're the only one in this area that provides that total kind of support for everyone. And so it's much needed, and it's a community asset.
Thanks for joining us today, Melanie.
Oh, thanks for having me. I love driving the Telluride. And thank you for your generosity. Your $500 is going to help so many people.
Well, it's just a start. I'm turning to the public out there to help us generate more funds for Gilda's Club of Evansville. You have a donate button on this video, and we hope you join us.